all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
The back and forth has got me so messed up. Don't ignore the signs. We've had enough of the whole damn thing that we got going. You hold the strings without me knowing. Why do I have to suffer through the thinking? Why do I have the feeling that we're sinking? I need to find a way. What's all this for? It's got me turned around, but I can't ignore the feelings that I found in this whole damn thing that we got going. You hold the strings without me knowing. Why do I have to suffer through the thinking? Why do I have the feeling that we're sinking? I need to find a way. Find a way. Find a way. Find a way out. Find a way out.
chance to make it, to make it. I'm afraid if our love collides, you'll leave me alone tonight. 'Cause I'm changing and I'm breaking. Is this over? I'm scared to ask these questions, 'cause I know that you'll reject my love. Moving slower, frozen to these pieces without a shoulder to cry on. And I'll stand against all enemies, your enemies. I'm afraid if our love collides, you'll leave me alone tonight. 'Cause I'm changing and I'm breaking, but I'll still be your superhero. I'll be your superhero.
Beautiful. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Game 2 of this 10U Mustang Pony World Series, as we have the East Zone champions, Raleigh, North Carolina, taking on Ecuador. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Samuel Goldberg, and I'm joined alongside by Jason McLaughlin. And Jason, two teams we saw earlier, Japan versus Mexico. Mexico pretty dominant. What do you look forward to in this matchup between the East Zone champions and Ecuador?
Well, I'm looking at something very similar between Mexico and Ecuador with the big bats. Just an aggressive first pitch. Just being aggressive. I just look at both these teams. I don't know much about the East Zone team, but apparently they're good enough to get to this point. And now we have a left-handed leadoff hitter, number 42. We'll see how it goes.
Yes, indeed. That is the first initial P. Castillo, who is playing center field and leading off.
And just like I thought, being very aggressive on first pitch.
And they were taking notes from the last game. It's quite easier to see the scoreboard out in, excuse me, right center field.
Oh, wait, there is a scoreboard out there.
There is.
I didn't see it before because the sun was blazing on it.
As the next pitch is popped up foul behind home plate, and it's quickly 0-2. Apologies, folks. We're having some scoreboard issues. We will go ahead and fix that rather quickly. The scoreboard has stopped working. We will go ahead and fix that as that ball is hit high but foul into left field. And the count remains 0-2 to Castillo. The pitch is outside. Count goes to 1-2. We are trying to fix the scoreboard as quickly as possible. Should be good to go now. Sometimes the browser source glitches out. I didn't capitalize Ecuador. Sorry about that. We are... Looks like we're good to go now. The count is 1-2 after the foul ball. There we go. Scoreboard is fixed. All it takes is a quick fix. Castillo battling here against the pitcher Pierce. And that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that will be the first out.
Good heads-up play by the catcher, realizing the ball has dropped, and instead of throwing it to first base, tagging him before he gets out of the box.
Yeah, it was a nice heads-up play on the drop third strike. So that'll bring up number 90. Barcimo is the last name.
Ball down.
The wind now blowing out to center field. 1-0 is the count. One away here in the top of the first. The pitch is a ball that is down low. It is 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Pierce set. The pitch. Fastball. In there for a strike. It is 2-1. Looks like we have a younger home plate umpire. Just by his stature. The 2-1 is laced foul into the netting.
So, Sam, does that mean I'm young because of my stature?
No, you're old.
Oh, thanks, bud. Appreciate it.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, you said you're 38, right? You got me by 16 years.
47.
As that pitch bounces.
I'll take 38, though.
That's 3-2. You're 47?
Yes, sir.
Oh, my God. You are old.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
But I'll take 38 all day.
The payoff pitch is hit high and deep to right field. Incoming is the
Oh,
right
what a
fielder. What a
catch.
grab out in right field. That is Edge out there in right field, not the wrestler, but the player playing out there in right field. There is 2 away. Covered a lot of ground, had to reach out with the backhand, and was able to make the play.
What I noticed about that is he was ready and he anticipated where the ball was going to be hit right away. Got a good jump on it.
That was a very, very good jump out there in right field. 2 are away. The first pitch is low for a ball to Delgado, who is pitching for Ecuador. Once we jump to the bottom half, the 1-0 outside, and it's 2-0. The pitcher, Pierce, showing a little bit of direction to his arm, saying he's got to get his arm extended a little more. He seems to be short-arming it at the moment. The 2-0. That's a better pitch. As that's a swinging strike, its count goes to 2-1.
Little shift in the outfield to the left side of the field. Must know something we don't.
The 2-1 is inside. Goes to the backstop. But nobody on base. It's a 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. 2 are away here in the top half. The pitch. That's down low for ball 4.
Oh, looked like he wanted to ring him, though. Did you see that?
Well, he can't ring him. It's a 3-1 count.
Oh, right.
As I said, you're old.
No, I'm just saying, it looked like, I just said it looked like he wanted to ring him. Maybe he was like, it's a ball.
So runner on first, 2 away. Throw over. Back in there safely is Delgado. Pierce set the pitch. That's a strike. And we have time as a shoe needs to be tied over at first base.
Yeah, that's a typical thing for the young ones. They tend to not tie their shoes. As a coach, it drives you nuts. You want to put duct tape around their feet.
I mean, I still have a problem with that, too, not tying my shoes. I just kind of rock with it.
Yeah, you know, it happens.
But nonetheless, it's 0-1, and there's a dribbler out too short. The throw, it's a good one, and he is out. A strong throw by the shortstop, Drake, and that will retire the side. We'll head to the bottom of the first. East Zone champions North Carolina due up. Welcome back to the Youngsville Sports Complex here in Youngsville, Louisiana. In the last half inning, it was no hits, no runs, one walk in the inning, but nothing came of it. As we go to the bottom half for the East Zone champions, Raleigh, North Carolina. As that pitch is lined into left field, it is a foul ball. It's Marlowe who is leading off. He's at first base for the East Zone champions. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 is cut on and hit foul down the right field line. It's now 1-2.
Little inside pitch, turn and burn. Has quick hands. That's probably why he's hitting leadoff.
It's a good guesstimate right there.
Yeah.
The 1-2 is cut on and missed. Drop third strike. Throw down to first is in time.
The umpire hesitated on that.
Because I don't think the first baseman actually tagged him. I think he just ran out of the baseline. And that was it. So that'll bring up the shortstop, Drake, who made the nice play to end the last half inning. He's cut on a miss for strike 1. The 0-1 is a rocket out to left field. Over, though, is the left fielder. He'll play it on a bounce. Throw will go into second. And it's a 1-out base runner here as Drake deposits 1 into left field.
Kept his hands in, drove it to left field, dropped right in front of the left fielder.
So here is Norris, the catcher, wearing number 99, most likely because of Gary Sanchez. The catcher now for the Padres as the runner goes to second. The throw is offline, and he is in there. Drake's successful steal to second base.
You know, you say Gary Sanchez, but I think it might have been Yasiel Puig. That kind of brought up the number 99 when the kids wanted to wear it.
That's fair. That's fair. Could be an Aaron Judge thing as well.
Could be Aaron Judge. Whoever's listening, you choose.
Well, I'm saying Gary Sanchez because he's 99, and they both play catcher.
That is true.
The 1-0 is a looper fair into right field. That'll be a base hit. The runner's going to break for the plate. Here is the throw. It is up the line. And the East Zone champions, North Carolina, take the early 1-0 lead after the RBI base knock by Norris.
Again, another good piece of hitting. Looks like they're really keeping their hands in. And it's hard to get fooled when you keep your hands in on an inside pitch. Drive it the other way.
And we'll see a pinch runner. Looks like number 16 strikes. The throw over is not in time.
Good old lefties. You love them, but you hate them as a base runner.
The batter is Edge, the right fielder who made the incredible catch. There goes the runner. The pitch is hit into center field. The runner was off and running. He quickly realized that it was going to be caught. And a heck of a throw to first base, but the first baseman wasn't ready. So aggressive base running leads to the runner being on second. It was an interesting decision to try and gun down the runner over at first. I don't think it would have been in time. So now there is 2 away. Runner on second. The left fielder, Cleveland, will bat.
Infielders pinch in middle. For one, trying to keep the runner close, which did not work.
There goes the runner to third, and he is safe. A rather late dive. The coach holding his arms up like, what was that? Little fist bump, though. I don't think he realized how fast he actually is. That was a heck of a jump.
That was a huge jump. Took advantage of the high leg kick.
The 1-0 is outside. It goes to 2-0. So a runner over at third now with a chance to increase the lead for the East Zone champions. The 2-0. That is up high. It's 3-0. What does Cleveland's batting stance remind you of? That little bat twirl that he does. It's like a Mike Zunino, I think, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I would say that.
The 3-0 is the get me over strike.
I know Gary Sheffield used to do it back in the day, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't really know who Gary Sheffield is.
Well, you may never know.
I
A
mean,
little
that's
knee,
old
little knee
people
bend
do,
too.
you know.
The 3-1 is hit back where it came from, up the middle, and it'll be a base knock and an RBI for Cleveland. The 2-out base knock extends the East Zone champions lead. It is 2-0. That'll bring up the third baseman, Rye.
No relation to rye bread.
Like, or it's Ray, excuse me.
Oh, Ray. I was going to say, I can say that because I have a son named Rylan, and we call him rye bread.
So Ray is batting. Throw over to first was not in time. The pitch is cut on and missed. Throw to second is not in time. So a stolen base for Cleveland. And it's 0-1. No balls, one strike. Delgado set the pitch. That's high. Oh, no!
My goodness. Catcher throws it and hits the batter right in the head. You don't want to see that at all. No play at third base, and he plucks him right in the head.
The catcher thought the runner was going to
take off, and the runner decided to stay. Oh my goodness! You pray to you hope right now that he's okay.
That's a scary situation.
I
We're
see
going to take a quick break here as we hope the player's okay. We'll be back with an update. And welcome back here, the Youngsville Sports Complex. A scary situation happened. The catcher unintentionally hit the batter with the baseball. It was around the head area.
Seems like it hit a lot more helmet than what we thought, which is good. And the coach gave thumbs up, and now he's ready to go.
Spinning a throw back. Oh, that was almost very well done by Ecuador. It looks like they planned that. The shortstop goes into position while the second baseman comes over late. That was awfully close. So the count is 1-1. In this 2-0 ball game, the pitch is hit up the middle off the catcher's glove, though, and it's through. for a base hit. The throw comes in home. It misses the cutoff man. Now the runner is going to shoot up to second base. It is an RBI single for Ray. And it is now 3-0.
It looked like the ball ricocheted just enough to get the second baseman off just a hair right off the pitcher's mound.
So the center fielder Childress will bat. The pitch.
Ooh, up.
That misses. It's 1-0. So 3 runs here on 2 outs for East Zone champs North Carolina. The pitch is hit foul. Third baseman gives it a look, but it just hits the netting. The count evens up at 1-1. Runner takes his lead off second. The 1-1. That's low. It bounces to the backstop. Now the runner's going to come home. Here's the throw home. He is out. Ray tried to get a little aggressive. Doesn't completely agree with the call. But not like anything he says will change that. That is the end of the bottom half of the inning. 3 runs on a couple of hits. No errors. We go to the second inning. 3-0, your score. East Zone leads it.
Another day to live through.
Back here at the Youngsville Sports Complex. The other game, as you probably hear the parents cheering, the Youngsville, Louisiana team is playing in this tournament. I don't want to concern you viewers a whole lot, but I do see lightning in the far distance. There is a big cloud out there as the first pitch is cut on and missed for strike 1.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the same thing, Sam, but you beat me to it. It looks far away, far enough to not be an issue.
That I would agree with.
Swing for strike 2.
So the count goes to no balls and 2 strikes. The pitch is outside by Pierce. And it's 1-2. The 1-2 is fouled back, and
right at the catcher.
Oh. And that can't feel good. I think it went off the knee. Is where the catcher's holding.
That is the joys of being a catcher. You either love it or you hate it because you know you're going to get hurt. But we hope he's okay.
Indeed. It's a
hit where there's no padding. That's happened to me a couple times. I'm a high school umpire, and I've been hit with his no padding, and it does not feel good.
It does
at
not.
all.
I'm an umpire as well. I know exactly what you're talking about. My mother is confirming with me as the catcher is okay. This tournament wraps up July 31st, I believe. This Sunday. And that'll be our last game coverage, I believe. So I'm going to try and explore New Orleans a little bit.
When you're down there, Sam, you guys got to get a beignet.
Oh, yeah. That is one thing that I definitely would like to try. Is a beignet.
Got to go to get a beignet in the French Quarter.
That's where I think our hotel will be. As we are ready to restart play here, the 1-2 is hit high. The first baseman is going over. He's tracking it, and he makes the catch. Very nice play in foul territory by the first baseman, Marlowe, to record the first out of the inning.
Now at the plate, number 10, Miranda.
Watching that lightning looming in the background. You guys can't see it because it's just beyond left field. I don't necessarily know if that cloud is heading towards us, but I'm pretty sure the umpires have tabs on it as well. The first pitch to the batter is outside for a ball. The batter is Miranda. The second pitch dances outside as well. It is quickly 2-0. The 2-0 is ripped down the third base line. My goodness, that ball had some exit velo on it.
The coach at third base need to watch his lips a little bit.
Tried to reach out with his bare hand to grab that.
Ooh. Trying to live the glory days.
The 1-2 is inside. Or the 2-1, excuse me. It's inside. The count goes to 3-1. The 3-1. Outside, the runner is hustling to first because that ball was all the way to the backstop, but nothing comes of it. So it's a one-out walk for Miranda, and that'll bring up Deedon. Number 39 playing right field. Throw it over the first. The runner's back in safely.
That was a borderline balk. He never turned to exit the pitching mound. He just kind of like picked his leg up and threw.
Pitch is in there for a strike.
But then again, I don't know if maybe they're more lenient on balks at this age.
That I think you're correct in.
Oh, hit him up and in, right on the arm. Looks like he's okay. He's going to get to first base, and I'd say rub some dirt on it, but this is a turf field, so he can't rub some dirt on it.
I don't think the turf pellets would feel too good.
I don't think so either, but coaches, hey, bud, we got ice. You're good.
So after the hit batter, runners now on first and second. We'll have a mound meeting.
Field umpires are talking about something. Maybe the lightning. Not sure.
As they see that lightning in the distance. Hopefully we don't enter a lightning delay. Yeah, So Sunday, July 30th, both championship games will be played.
In there for a strike. A 1 count. Runners on first and second. 1 out.
The 0-1 misses inside. Bit of a tighter zone this game than the last game. Not as much leeway on the corners. The 1-1. That's hit on the ground too short. Up with it is the shortstop. He will make the throw, excuse me. That'll be the second out of the inning. A good job there by the shortstop Drake to get the out at first.
Very nice hard throw. Came through the baseball. Didn't give any inch for the runner to beat him. And that's what you teach. And if you teach at this age, it just gets easier and easier for an infielder to come through a baseball.
Exactly. As that pitch is cut on and missed. It's 0-1. It seems Drake is watching Ellie De La Cruz highlights. Which, why wouldn't you be? As that pitch is inside.
De La Cruz, now that is a stud.
And speaking of the Reds, they just signed their manager through the year 2026. David Bell, the 1-1 is in the turf. Good block behind home plate. It's 2-1.
De La Cruz, I believe, is 19 years old. Am I correct?
That might be correct. I'm not
I think
entirely
he's
sure.
19.
I know he's young, as the 2-1 is chopped to third. Up with it is the third baseman, but he will not have a play, as it was a tough ball to handle. Ecuador now on the board. It's 3-1. That's why you always hustle, because you never know what could happen. And the Ecuador fans now getting into it, trying to rally the players. The pitch is a line drive. Oh, what a play by the second baseman over there. That is Harris on second base to scoop it off the hop. What an incredible play that was. Showing signs of glove work here in the World Series. We will go to the bottom of the second inning here on the U-Screen Media Network.
I'm rich. Versace rich, Jay-Z and Beyonce rich. I'm rich. Diamonds on my body rich, smelling like Versace rich. Jay-Z and Beyonce rich. I'm rich. Diamonds on my body rich, smelling like Versace rich. Jay-Z and Beyonce rich. I'm rich. I'm rich.
progress, good things go slow. I'm no saint. I fall and you pick me up again. Got your habits, got them too. Just feel like maybe I could lose them with you. Sinking in and I guess I kinda like that. For the first time you really got my back. Got your habits, got them too. Just feel like maybe I could lose them with you. Lose them with you, lose them with you. Just feel like maybe I could lose them with.
Back here at the Youngsville Sports Complex, here in the bottom of the second inning, the East Zone champions, North Carolina, lead this game 3-1. As the first pitch is hit just beyond second base, the throw is not in time. It's an infield hit for the leadoff man. And guess what? We have lost connection to our scoreboard again. Yay, fun technology. We will get that scoreboard fixed for you. Turn and throw over. Back is the runner. The pitch is not in time. Throw over. The pitch is high and outside. It was actually a throw up. The throw is not in time. That is a stolen base for Harris. It's the pitcher Pierce up. Is the 1-0 called for a strike. In the bottom of the second here, yep. 3-1. East Zone. There we go. We got the scoreboard fixed. Mason's on the case as that pitch is outside. Pitcher getting a little frustrated with the strike zone. I'm sorry, that batter is Harris. Childress was the one that just got that hit. The pitch is lined foul into the fans. Fans over there will have a pretty good laugh, as absolutely none of them were ready for that. That's why you always got to be aware of those foul balls. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch.
Just up.
That is just upstairs. Full count. Three ball.
Outfielder's a little deeper than before.
Probably learning from the Japan-Mexico game, as the 3-2 is inside for ball 4. Runners now at first and second with nobody out.
Batting from North Carolina, number 7, Pierce.
The pitch is cut on and missed for strike 1.
Now North Carolina looking to extend this lead with runners in scoring position with no outs.
Pierce is the batter, the pitcher. So we'll call him Shohei Ohtani, as he's doing pitching and hitting today. The pitch is cut on and missed for strike 2.
Big swings by number 7.
Pierce has got a good swing to him. Stance is almost Kyle Schwarber-like. The 0-2. That is hit foul. Kind of got that knee bend to him, but the bat placement is what really looks like Kyle Schwarber. It's just off his shoulder.
Yeah, big similarity.
Maybe Kyle Schwarber's his favorite player. The 1-2 is hit to third on a knee, but having no play was the third baseman. Nice job over there by Barcimo to keep it in the infield on the diving attempt. But now the bases will be loaded and still nobody out.
Yeah, sometimes if you don't have a play, you might have a play at your base, and that's one thing I noticed. He didn't even look at third base.
And that's something that you really don't think about at this age.
That is very true.
You're just really taught to throw it over to first. As that pitch is in there for a strike. Top of the order with Barlow, who struck out in his first at-bat. No balls, one strike. The pitch is a high fly ball out to right field. That'll split the gap in right center. Good cutoff, though, by the cutoff man at center field. The throw will go into second. It's not in time, and it's a 2 RBI double by Barlow. Kept those hands back and drove that ball out to right center field.
Yeah, good swing by Barlow. Heads up play, or heads up base running by both the two lead runners to go up 5-1 now. Coach calls time, wants to come talk to his pitcher. Don't know if there's going to be a pitching change here or if he's just going to talk to him. Yep, took the ball away and he's having the right fielder come in to relief.
So we'll see some defensive substitutions. We'll see a new pitcher as well. We'll step aside. We'll tell you more about the new pitcher when we come back. Back here on the Uscreen Media Network. Uscreen, we all scream for live streams here on the Uscreen Media Network, presented by B&N Productions, bringing you live stream of Little League and high school sports on demand. B&N Productions bringing the live event to you.
Sam, I really like to have you say that 8 more times. I was very impressed by that.
Some things you just come up with on the fly. It's, you know, you got to market the brand somehow with nothing presented to you. 5-1 is your score. We have a new pitcher for Ecuador. It is number 35. Last name, or 39, excuse me. Name is Deedon. It's the last name. Came in from right field. And it seems that lightning that was in the area in left field is gone away for now.
I can see it a little bit in the distance, but yeah, it's starting to head north.
They are playing some really good music here as the first pitch is hit high. It's
That
not
ball's
very deep,
dropping.
and it is fair. Into left field, 1 run is in. The throw into second base is not in time. It's a double. The base hit in left field. It was a valid attempt out there in left field to make a diving play. Just came up a couple of inches short. It's now 6-1, still nobody out, runners on second and third. That'll bring up the catcher. Norris, as that misses the zone on the check swing. It's 1-0. One ball, no strikes, the pitch to Norris. That bounces. It is 2-0.
6-1 ball game here.
The pitch. That's hit into right center field, and that is going to get down for a base hit. It'll be an RBI single for Norris as the East Zone champions, North Carolina, extend their lead. It's now 7-1.
And all doing this with no outs.
Still nobody out. As the right fielder Edge will come up. The first pitch to him from the stretch, but before that, time has been called.
Called a balk.
And I guess balks are actually called.
They are called.
All right, so that'll be a balk. It'll be 8-1. Runner goes to second on the balk. The pitch is in the turf. Runner goes to third. No throw. It is 1-0. That pitch is hit foul. Over towards the dugout of Ecuador, and the count is 1-1. One ball, one strike, still nobody out. Runner at third. The pitch is cut on and missed, or fouled, excuse me. It is 1-2.
He did get a piece of that, barely. Which is probably a good thing for Ecuador because got a runner on third. Ball gets past him. That's going to be another run.
The pitch is hit on the ground at third. Run is going to score. The throw to first is in time for the first out of the inning, but a run scores. It is now 9-1. A 6-run inning here for the East Zone champs, North Carolina. 9-1 is your score. Base is empty, and Cleveland will be the batter. The pitch is way outside. It's 1-0. The scoreboard out there shows 8-1, but the scoreboard operator did not see the run score. It is currently 9-1 as that pitch is cut on and missed. It is 1-1. One ball, one strike. The pitch is just a bit outside. Count goes to 2-1.
Okay, Sam, got a question for you. Just a bit outside, hit the bull. What movie is that from?
Oh, man. I want to say Major League, right?
Hit the bull.
Oh. 3-1.
Just, it It's actually a trick question because, yes, it is Major League for just a bet outside, but Bull Durham by hit the bull.
I was very, very confused. I didn't
did that on
understand the question. As the 3-1 misses, it is a 5-pitch walk. So runner on first with one away in this 9-1 contest. I love that the North Carolina players are running to Ecuador's batter's box to get a look at the pitcher.
I noticed a lot of southern teams actually do that. On the West Coast, they don't allow it, which is interesting.
As the pitch was hit foul down the first base line. Good hands over there at first base by the first base umpire. Snagged it off the ground. 9-1 is your score. Runner on first. The pitch bounces. The runner will steal second quite easily. Little turn up there at second base, but doesn't advance. Count evens up at 1 apiece. And speaking of shoes being untied, guess what?
Your shoes are untied.
1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch is outside for a ball. It's 2-1.
So your shoes are untied and you had to stand up. You're calling me old.
Well, you know, when you've been sitting for
I know, I'm just
4 ball games, you kind of want to stand a little bit as the runner breaks for third. He gets in there without a throw as that pitch is inside. It's 3-1. Sometimes you got to let the blood flow to the legs. Can't sit for a whole lot.
That is true.
Maybe it might be more comfortable for an old person like you to sit.
Strike 2. Counts now 3 balls, 2 strikes.
3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch is hit on the ground to second base. This will score a run. It is out at first. It is now 10-1. As the scoreboard still hasn't updated. Now it's updated to the other run. And I'm almost positive that it is 10-1. As that pitch is outside. Pitch. That bounces. Or maybe the scoreboard is right and I'm not the brightest.
I honestly don't think you missed anything. But hey.
My book says 10 runs. As the 2-0 is hit slowly to second base.
Get it. Nice play by the second baseman.
Is in time, and that will do things here in the bottom half of the second. We go to the third. The East Zone champs North Carolina lead this ball game by a score of 10-1.
Looks like we've come to the end of the road. There's no point in running away now. I'd rather sleep until the storm is gone. She'd rather be shooting at me now. I know it will end up in anger. I don't think we grew up, we just became older. She's aiming her words, ready to fire. I don't think that bullets will bring back the
Back here at the Youngsville Sports Complex in this 10-1 ball game. The underhand throw is in time over at second. A little bit of miscommunication between the first baseman and second baseman. So one away.
Now at the plate, number 35, Delgado.
Delgado stands in. One quick out on one pitch. Yes, welcome back, Jason.
Thank you. I had to stretch my legs.
The perks of getting old. No.
Yeah.
The first pitch to Delgado is down for a ball. It is 1-0.
See, here's the difference between you and me. When I get up and move, I make noises.
1 ball, no strikes. The pitch is hit out to
Nice.
short. Diving play over at short. What a play over there by the shortstop Drake. A diving play. Send that out to Sports Center. That's a top 10 play right there.
Da-da-nut, da-da-nut.
Coming to the plate, number 74, Lopez.
As Lopez will stand in. 2 quick outs here in the top of the third. The pitch is rifled into left field. That'll be a base hit, and it gets under the left fielder's glove. Lopez has wheels. He's on his way to second, and he will be in there with a single, is what we will call that, reaching second on the misplay out in left field. If you're keeping track of score, it is a single, and the error in left field, it allowed Lopez to reach second. So a 2-out base runner, as that pitch is really inside. As Pierce seems to be brushing his hand off. It is hot. His hand probably got really sweaty. It's kind of not possible to grip a baseball if your hand is sweaty. Knees weak, palms are heavy. I'm so sorry. 1-0 is the count. Shout out to Eminem.
I was just going to say.
1 ball, no strikes. The pitch is outside, goes to the backstop. The runner is going to come in and score. So it is now 10-2.
Ecuador fans getting a little excited, showing life. Hey, the lights turned on. We can actually see.
And God said, let there be light.
And there was.
2 balls, no strikes. The pitch is inside, and it's now 3-0. 8-run lead here for Ecuador, or excuse me, East Zone. The pitch is high for ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk. As that might be it for the pitcher, and he knows it. He's extending the ball out to the coach. So we'll have a new pitcher here in the top of the third inning. 2 outs here. We'll be back with the new pitcher right after this.
Looks like a blink of an eye's not enough. She'd rather be staying for days now. I'd rather fix it than mess up again. She'd rather be burning it all now. I know we will end up in anger. I don't think we grew up, we just became older. She's aiming her words, ready to fire. I don't think that bullets will bring back desire. I don't think that bullets will bring back desire. I don't think that bullets will bring back desire.
Back here at the Youngsville Sports Complex, the new pitcher is the shortstop Drake for East Zone. It's the champions, North Carolina. The first pitch by Drake, outside edge, called for strike one.
It's a nice pitch right there.
Yes, indeed. Outside edge, corner paint. No balls, one strike. The pitch is high. The count evens up at 1-1. That's definitely a Gary Sanchez-esque batting style as that pitch goes to the backstop. The runner will advance to second. It is 10-2 here in the ball game. 2-1 count.
Ecuador showing a little fight, not giving up, trying to squeak another one through to try to cut this lead.
The pitch is outside. That goes to the backstop as well. It's a much bigger backstop here at the Youngsville Sports Complex than a normal backstop typically is. There is brick behind there for that ball to bounce back, but we really haven't seen the ball bounce back a whole lot, as it's now 3-1. Runner over at third. 2 outs. Drake set. The pitch is a ball that is high. It's a walk. Runners at the corners.
Big 99 coming up now.
Now at bat, number 39.
Well, 39. My apologies.
Very firm batting stance. It's Deeden. The pitch. That gets behind. And that'll be another run. Don't look now, but here comes Ecuador. It's 10-3. All these runs coming with 2 outs. It was a easy first 2 outs on a couple of pitches. And now things slowly starting to break down now with 2 outs in the inning. One ball, no strikes. The pitch is outside. It is 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Drake set. From the stretch, he delivers. That pitch is also away. It's 3-0. Seems like Drake is trying to aim a little bit too much. He's just got to release that ball and let it go. He's holding it on a bit too much.
I do notice that he's trying to aim it, and you can't be successful aiming a baseball.
3 balls, no strikes. The pitch is ball 4. Runner will advance to third. Don't look now. Ecuador slowly making a comeback here. We have time. Which is just going to settle his pitcher down.
.77 now coming up. Looks like a pinch hitter.
It is indeed a pinch hitter. It's Pehebilski. Due up. Runners at the corners, still 2 outs.
Light wind starting to slow down a little bit.
The first pitch to him is a ball that is foul. Good hustle over there at first base to try and make the play.
Very good hustle.
That's the show, too, that you have a defense behind you. Let us make plays.
Absolutely.
No balls, 1 strike to Behibilski. The pitch is cut on and missed for strike 2. Behibilski is quickly in a hole now, 0-2.
So whatever the coach said has actually worked. Probably said, hey, bud, trust your defense like you just said. You got a good one behind you.
No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Cut on and missed, strike 3. So 2 runs for Ecuador in the inning. Good job by Drake to bounce back after giving up a couple of runs. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd. East Zone leads it 10-3.
You say I make you nervous, a tragedy, I'm a beautiful disaster, a reckoning, you wonder how I got this way. You think I'm someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh. You think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to face, got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you break your back to make me feel again, suffocate to make me breathe again, lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came. I stopped asking for forgiveness, cause you should know only fools tread where the angels fear to go, but you keep trying to get too close. Save myself by turning into stone, so save your judgment cause you just don't know. But some things never change, never change. Oh, they say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. Swear I didn't.
Back here at the sports complex of Youngsville. We're here in the bottom of the 3rd. As we are just about set, ready to go. With Harris, the batter, over at second base.
One of the coaches is talking to the scoreboard operator, or the
I think
one
it's
that's
just
handling the book. Not sure what
yeah.
he's talking about.
I think it
but
might be just some defensive substitutions that we can't see from here. I did think about bringing a pair of binoculars to, like, see players' numbers a little better, especially out in the outfield. Like, there's absolutely no chance, I don't care how good your eyes are, to see those numbers from where we are.
Yeah, there's no chance. You have to wait till they come close.
I guarantee you about 5, some of our viewers just went up to the TV to try and see if they can see the numbers in the outfield.
Yeah.
They're screwed.
You know they tried.
Well, it looks like we're all set, ready to go. Some changes defensively, it looks like. Can't really tell who went where. We'll try and figure that out. Harris is the batter. He had a great play over at second base earlier in the game on the one hopper to him. 10-3 is your score. As the first pitch to Harris is foul. Behind home plate. It is 0-1. The 0-1 is outside. Oh, it's actually called strike. Pardon me. It's 1-1. The 1-1. That's inside. It's 2-1. Still see that lightning out in left field, but it seems to be blowing by us as that pitch is high. It is 3 balls and 1 strike. The 3-1 is in there for a strike, and the count goes full. It is 3 balls and 2 strikes. Gorgeous, gorgeous night for some baseball. As the payoff pitch is on its way, it's slapped foul.
Just foul.
Man, that is just foul by a couple. Maybe not even a couple, just an inch.
That was close. That definitely would have been extra bases.
That might have been a triple. As the next pitch is called, strike 3 on the outside edge. And that'll be out number 1. And the pitcher, or former pitcher Pierce, will stand in. The first pitch is outside. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is a rocket, but it is just fouled down the left field line.
That again may have been a triple if that's fair.
Oh, yeah. That would have been a one-hopper to the wall. And again, the wall is that silver fence. You're not seeing things on your screen. As the 1-1 is outside, it's 2-1. The fence is about, I would say, 100 feet or so in front of the blue wall. It's about 180 feet to all parts of the field. The 2-1 is caught on and missed. It is 2-2. The pitch is outside. Count goes full. It's 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch is a high fly ball out to center field. Playable for the center fielder. And that will be out number 2. The center fielder fielded perfectly out there. There's more chants come from the Ecuador fans. I really like the clapping and all of the chants that they have as that first pitch is high. It's 1-0. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third of a 10-3 ball game. The pitch, that's inside. Count is 2-0. We saw what happened the last time there were 2 outs. A 7 spot occurred. Lots of runs coming with 2 outs. The 2-0. That is hit high out to left field, but playable for the left fielder who will make the catch for the final out. 1-2-3 goes North Carolina. We will go to the top of the 4th. East Zone leads it 10-3.
But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming like a moth to a flame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You'll break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from
Back here at the Youngsville Sports Complex here in Louisiana. It is a 10-3 ball game, the East Zone, excuse me. Champions North Carolina lead the game 10-3.
Now the good thing about both these teams is they're both used to humidity. So this is nothing to them. It's very humid in Ecuador and it's very humid in North Carolina. Oh, shoot. Sorry. I thought he turned me down. My apologies, everyone.
I was like mid-yawn and you were cough. I mean, that was a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, it was. I'm so sorry for those who are watching.
Broadcasting 101. Do not cough into the microphone.
Well, I thought you turned me down. I thought you were going to recognize me coughing.
The pitch is way outside. Great catch right there by the catcher behind home plate. It's 1-0. The 1-0. That's in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
Ecuador wanting to chip away at this lead.
There's actually a new pitcher for East Zone. It's Childress, the center fielder. He's coming to pitch, and there's a comebacker that he almost got to. That's a scary, scary play.
Yeah, it almost took his head off, but luckily he ducked right in time.
That's a leadoff base runner here for Ecuador.
Leadoff, number 42, SCO.
As the throw over, and back safely is the runner. No hidden ball trick attempt either. The pitch is cut on and missed for a strike. It goes to the backstop. Big, big turnover there at second base. It's 0-1. No balls, one strike. Long look over at second. The 0-1. That is hit to center. Back goes the center fielder who makes the grab. Throw to second is not in time. Good heads-up base running there at second base to scamper back. Took the proper lead to give him enough room to get back. There's one away.
Now at bat, number 90, Barrio.
Umpire's calling time. As an umpire, you don't want to take your mask off until everybody realizes it is time, because I've seen it happen where one of my colleagues got hit right in the jaw.
Oh, man.
Not very fun.
The first pitch bounces. Throw over to third is not in time. It's aggressive base running. 1-0 is the count. As Didion is the batter. The pitch. Outside. That goes the runner to third. The 2-0. That's outside. It's 3-0. As the pitcher will step off and redo. The 3-0. That's low for ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk.
Recent theme with the pitchers going deep in counts.
That'll bring up Delgado with runners at the corners and 1 away. The first pitch. Outside edge for strike 1. The pitch. Bounces to the plate. Now they got the runner caught in a rundown, and the throw sails over the third baseman's head. Here's the throw home. It is not in time. The runner is safe. It is now 10-4.
Chipping into this lead, Ecuador. Nobody holding the runner on at second.
That pitch is way inside. Now the runner breaks for third, and he'll be in there safely. Two balls, 1 strike. Things getting a little bit more interesting here. The 2-1. That's hit. Caught by the shortstop.
Shortstop. Wow, what a
play for out number 2. Getting a high five over there from his teammate. You want to say that's Drake back there at short.
74, Lopez.
Indeed it is. My knob?
I know.
So 2 away here in the top of the 4th inning. Runner over at third.
Sam, I just think you're talking too much.
That pitch is inside. It's 1-0. The pitch by Childress. Bounces. I hate hiccups so much. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch. That misses, and it's 3-0. The 3-0. That's a strike. It's 3-1.
He had take all the way on that one.
The 3-1. Way outside, and that's a 5-pitch walk. Macosel will be the batter now, a pinch hitter. The first pitch is not there for a strike. It is 1-0. The 1-0. That's also not in there. It's 2-0. The 2-0 is inside. It hits the batter. And now the bases are loaded with 2 away. Oh, things get a little bit more interesting here. Miales will be the pinch hitter, number 99. That pitch is in there for a strike. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. That misses. It's 1-1. It seems like the zone is getting smaller and smaller every half inning.
I have noticed that also.
The 1-1. That misses high. It's basically forcing these kids to pitch a perfect strike. And that's not what you want at this age. The pitch is bounced foul. Sliding grab over there at first base. And now we have ourselves a deuces wild situation. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Which is called boogies.
The pitch is inside. It actually gets away from the catcher, and another run will score. And now the runner's going to break late for second base, and he will be in there. It's now 10-5. Ecuador slowly but surely making a comeback here. The entire offense is going to congratulate the player, but now that just delays the game a little bit. It's a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch is upstairs for ball 4, and the bases are now loaded again. The tying run is now on deck. Still 2 outs. My, how this game has taken a turn. Looked like East Zone was going to start to run away with it after scoring a 7 spot as that pitch is in the turf. It is 1-0. But now things are starting to spiral as it is 4 unanswered runs here for Ecuador.
Coach comes out, tries to condole, or tries to talk to his pitcher, calm him down a little bit.
Just got to get 1 more out here.
That's probably what he said. Hey, just need 1 more out. Get back in here. Let's hit.
The pitch. That misses. It's 2-0.
Our coaches have to worry about pitch count and all that in tournaments like these, so you know they're strategically trying to plan.
That pitch is in there for a strike because there's only so many kids that can pitch on a team as well.
Yep.
As that pitch is foul. And now we have ourselves another deuces wild situation. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runs home, bases loaded. The pitch is hit on the ground at first. Little bobble over there at first, and that will do it for the top half of the 4th. We head to the bottom in a 10-5 ball game here on the U-Screen Media Network. back here on the U-Screen Media Network. U-Screen, we all scream for live streams here on U-Screen, bringing you live action Little League Baseball presented by B&N Productions as that first pitch is outside, bringing you Little League content and high school sports in the California area. B&M Productions uses U-Screen to stream all live events for your availability. That pitch is outside. It's 2-0.
You know, Sam, I was hoping you would say something about ice cream, but you didn't.
No. Well, that would just be false advertising if we said ice cream, as that pitch is foul.
That is true.
And I'm sure our boss Manny wouldn't like us promoting that we give ice cream to all of our viewers that watch games. But, I mean, you could go to your local grocery store and get some ice cream, as that pitch is hit beyond first base. Backpedaling is the first baseman, Averos.
And if you're here in the Louisiana area, you can go to Nunu's, I believe, right? Is that a grocery store?
I don't know.
Oh.
You're asking a guy that lives 18 hours from here.
Well, you can try it. Go to your local Nunu's.
The 1-0 is upstairs for a ball. It's 2-0.
Sorry, guys. It's been a long day. But we're having fun being here with you guys.
Exactly. The 2-0 is in there for a strike. It is 2-1. The 2-1. Outside, and it's 3-1. The 3-1. Outside for ball 4. That is a 1-out walk for the zone champions, North Carolina. As the right fielder Edge will bat. The pitch. Outside Edge for strike 1.
Edge had a nice play earlier in the game. And right.
Yeah, going back to the first inning. It was the second out of the inning. In a great reaction type play as he slaps that foul. It's quickly now 0-2. This is a double elimination style bracket, as the throw over to first is not in time. As I was saying, it's a double elimination type of bracket, so 2 losses and you're done. Only 8 teams, though, so that's why this lasts through Monday the 31st, as that ball is slapped on the ground to second. Nicely handled over there at second. Good heads-up base running, though, to get to third.
Yeah, very good heads-up base running.
So with 2 down, there, that'll bring up Ray. The pitch is in there for a strike. It's 0-1. I still can't believe you asked me about a local grocery store to a guy that's 18 hours away from here. Especially because you're the one that lived here 12 years ago.
Yeah, but there was no Nunu's, so.
That pitch is hit high out to center field, and that's right to the center fielder. And hey, look at that, another goose egg for East Zone. Ecuador will try to chip away a little more. It is 10-5. We go to the 5th here on the U-Screen Media Network.
I need to know if you'll give me a second chance. They don't come around often, but please, you know I can't stand it when you don't talk to me. When you don't talk to me. Yeah. There's something inside. Yeah, there's something inside that brings me back to you. Yeah. No, I can't hide it. No, I can't hide it anymore. I don't know why, but I can't seem to get you off my mind. And I know it's true, and I'll say
Back here at the Youngsville Sports Complex here, going to the 5th inning in a 10-5 ball game that at first looked like the East Shore champions North Carolina were going to mercy Ecuador. And then Ecuador said, no, 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 not so fast. Let's put up 4 unanswered here to make this a ball game. It is a Grand Slam proof lead at 10-5. But the way things take 2. The way things have been going is projecting Ecuador to slowly keep chipping away at this 10-5 lead. We'll see, as there's a new pitcher on the mound for North Carolina. It's number 16, that's Straez. The 1-0. That's a strike. It's 1-1. The 1-1. It is low and outside. It's 2-1. I'm giggling because of what one of the other broadcasters did, and I definitely can't say it on air. The 2-1 is grounded back to the pitcher, Straez, who flips it over to first for the first out of the inning. It looks like that there's 7 outs on the scoreboard.
There are 7 outs
There's
here in the Youngsville Sports Complex.
There we go. Now there's 1 away. That was just kind of funny. The first pitch is outside. The ball goes to the backstop. It's 1-0. The thing that I told you about doing earlier to our other 2 broadcasters, exactly what the broadcaster just did to us, if you get what I'm saying.
I'm catching what you're pitching.
The 1-0, it hits the turf.
And that was a baseball term, just to let you know.
I got it. I don't have a well, I mean, I do have a goldfish brain, but I'm smart at some points.
Goldfish.
The 2-0 is upstairs. Count goes to 3-0. The 3-0 is outside for ball 4, so there's a one out base runner. As Castillo will stand in, the leadoff man. Pitch is outside. It's 1-0. The next pitch is in there for a strike. It is 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch is fouled away. And now it's in the favor of Straez. It's 1-2. That pitch is hit out to second. Flip to 1 to first. Wait, what? Flip to the glove to second for 1. No throw to first. Oh, man. I wish I could do a take 2 on that one. Speaking of 2, there are now 2 outs in the inning after the force out at second base.
That's okay. It happens. It's been a long day.
I just spoke words that didn't make a sentence. That is okay. So 2 outs, runner on first. The pitch. Runner goes to second. The throw down is not in time. Throw goes into center field, but good backup there out in center. As number 90 will bat. I'm looking for 90 here on my score sheet, and I cannot find it. Number 90 is Barano. As throw into third is not in time. Runner steals third. 2-0 is the count. The pitch outside, and it's 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. The pitch. That's a strike. It's 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Inside, and that is ball 4. Runners at the corners now, and something brewing again for Ecuador with 2 outs. So Delgado will be the batter with 2 outs here in the 5th. The top of the 5th. The first pitch is hit foul into the netting. It's 0-1. We're getting deep here into the playlist here at Youngsville. They've had a playlist going for 12 hours now. The 0-1 is inside. The throw over to third. Now they got him caught in a rundown. Throw back to the catcher now. Throw back over to third, and he is safe.
Oh, got his hand right in there.
The East Zone players wanted an out call there. As it's 1-1, the runner stole second while that madness was happening. The pitch is hit, is caught out there in left field. Ranging over was the left fielder to his left to make the play for the final out. Back-to-back goose eggs here for both teams. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. The East Zone champions North Carolina lead it 10-0, or 10-5.
There's something inside, yeah, there's something inside that brings me back to you, yeah. No, I can't hide it, no, I can't hide it anymore. Something inside, something inside.
Back here at the complex. If you're still with us, thank you for tuning in to round 1 of the World Series tournament play. Winner of this game goes to the winner's bracket. Loser goes to the loser's bracket. As the first pitch is high. It's 1-0. I mean, it's said in a game like this, you gotta manage your pitchers on the roster, because at some point you're gonna get really deep into the kids that can pitch on the roster. The 1-1. That's a strike. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Outside. It's 2-2. The 2-2. Cut on and miss for strike 3. And that'll be the first out of the inning. And I'll bring up Childress, the center fielder. The first pitch to him is cut on and fouled. It's 0-1.
Ecuador fans getting live again.
The 0-1. That ball is ripped out to second on one hop, though. Throw on to first. A very, very good play over there at second base by Leon. And quickly now there is 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. If I am correct, I asked a couple of people. I think it's 6-inning games.
I believe you are correct.
As the first pitch is hit foul. That nearly goes into a crowd of people. That's the first foul ball that I've had to watch out for. It's 0-1.
Has no relation to Owen Wilson.
What?
0-1. Owen Wilson.
The 1-1 is hit high to center field, and over there is a center fielder to make the grab. 1, 2, 3 goes east zone. And we'll head to the top of the 6th. 5 runs to tie, 6 to take the lead here on the U-Screen Broadcast Network.
It's easy to set a young heart on the run, to see it crashing up the sky, falling one by one. Walking alone on the coldest night. There's nothing I can ever say to change your mind. I gotta live without your love, we've said goodbye. There's nothing I can ever say to change your
Back here at the Youngsville Sports Complex here in the top of the 6th inning, in which we think Ecuador is down to their final 3 outs as that pitch hits the inside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. I guess by the way the fans are cheering, it is indeed the last inning here. The pitch misses outside. It's 1-1. Last chance here for Ecuador to score 5 to tie, 6 to take the lead. He put up a goose egg last half as that pitch is outside. It's 2-1. That pitch is hit back.
Oh,
diving stop at second,
stab.
but there is no play. What a play out there at second. I mean, my goodness, that's Harris over there making the diving play. Coming up limping, though, after that play. So time will be called to give Harris a little moments to recuperate.
Yeah, one thing about turf doesn't give very much.
No, it does not.
And all these fields are all turf.
Calais will pinch hit here for Ecuador as Harris still getting checked on. Might have gotten a turf burn from that dive. They're checking him out over there at second. Looks like he's good to go. As the leadoff runner is aboard here in the top of the 6th inning. As the first pitch misses, it is 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch is in there for a strike. It's 1-1. One ball, one strike. The pitch misses outside. Throw to second is not in time. The count is now 2-1. The 2-1 from the stretch. On its way. Cut on and missed, and the count evens up at 2 apiece. A healthy hack right there by Collier. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second. The pitch is fouled back. And we'll do it again at 2 apiece. Ecuador fans standing, trying to rally their team into 5 runs, potentially 6 to take the lead. The 2-2. Yes, he did. Cut on and missed. Strike 3. And that'll be the first out of the inning. And now the coach is going to argue about that call. I think. Nope, just kidding. I think we got a pinch hitter here. Again, yes, we do. That's Zavala. Pinch hitting.
It looked like he might have argued the fact that did the catcher interfere with the swing. But not the case here, and it's just a pinch hitter.
Oh, my God, there's 11 outs now on the scoreboard.
But we have 1 on ours.
And now there's 1 out on the scoreboard. It is 1-0. So Zavala is pinch hitting here. Runner on second, 1 away. Step off. Looking the runner back to second. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. Outside. It's 2-0.
Ball crowding the dish.
That pitch is in there for a strike. It's 2-1. Oh, yeah, his toes. Yeah, his toes are on that white line.
Coach probably said, "Get on bases."
Look back over to second. The pitch is just a bit outside. It's 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch runner goes to third. No throw. That's ball 4. And with 1 away, now there's runners at the corners.
Coach comes out and gonna get a new pitcher.
Indeed we are. We're going to get a new pitcher here for East Zone. We'll tell you more about the new pitcher when we come back.
Defeated by the dreams and the memories we've made. To see it crashing out the skies like a tidal wave down on me. Walking alone on the coldest night. There's nothing I can ever say to change your mind. I gotta live without your love. We've said goodbye. There's nothing I can ever say to change your
Back here at the Youngsville Sports Complex, as Rodriguez will stand in. Runners at the corners with 1 away. Down to their final 2 outs is Ecuador. So we think. I would imagine so. The first pitch by the new pitcher, Gobel, is in there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Looks like they brought in a flamethrower to close it up.
Probably trying to save him for another game, but forced to use one of your best pitchers as that pitch is in the turf. Good block right there behind home plate. Runners now at second and third. The 1-1 on the way from Gobel is cut on and hit to third. This might be an infield single. It's going to be a tough play. Throw to first is in time.
Looks like the home plate umpire called foul ball.
Just kidding. It's a foul ball.
I do not understand how.
Me neither.
But okay, foul ball.
It is 1-2. That was a superhuman play over there at third base. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch is hit just beyond first base, and they can't make the play. Miscommunication, run will score. Throw over to third is not in time. And now things get a little bit more interesting. It's 10-6. Runners at the corner still. And now pinch hitting. Number 77, that's Pehebilski. The first pitch to him is a ball low. So now the tying run is on deck. The pitch. Inside. It's 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. One away here in the sixth. That pitch is in there for a strike. It's 2-1. Two balls, one strike, the pitch. Cut on and missed for strike two.
Good big swing by number 77. Just happened to swing over it.
Two balls, two strikes. Runners on second and third, the 2-2. Cut on and missed, strike three. Looks like Cobell took a little something off of that. And now down to their final out. So we think.
So we think.
Is Ecuador. We asked a couple of people and they said 6. But they said they weren't, they didn't know for sure. So with 2 away. First pitch. Outside edge for strike one. Ooh, no balls, one strike. The pitch. Cut on and miss, strike two. Down to their last strike is Ecuador. So we think. No balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Oh, it hits him.
Grazed his helmet.
And now the tying run is at the plate with 2 outs.
At the plate for Ecuador, number 42, Castillo.
Ecuador fans getting live. Seeing some life with bases loaded here.
So can confirm it is six innings. So down to their final out is Ecuador. They have the tying run at home. The 1-0. Cut on and missed. It's 1-1.
Ball kind of looks like a strike, and all of a sudden it just dies.
The 1-1. Called strike 2. And now down to their final strike is Ecuador. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. That just misses. Little Soto shuffle at the plate by number 42. That's Castillo. The 2-2. Outside. And now it's 3-2. The runners will be off. Three balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Bounces, and that'll bring in another run. It's 10-7. The go-ahead run now stands. At home, everybody moves station to station. Still 2 outs. That'll bring up number 50. It's Barcimo. The first pitch to him. Bounces. It's 1-0. Ecuador now getting loud, realizing what's at stake here. The pitch. Outside edge. It's 1-1. One ball, one strike. 2 our way. The pitch. That's in the turf. It's 2-1. Two balls, one strike. The pitch. Cut on and fouled. And now we have a deuces wild situation. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The East Zone parents getting up cheering. 1 strike away. The pitch is upstairs. And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. The runners will be off again. Three balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball, squeezed by the pitcher, throw to first, and that will do it. The comeback falls just a bit short by Ecuador. A resilient effort, though, as they score 6 unanswered runs in the back half of the game. It just wasn't enough to overcome that 7-run inning. That will do it here for us this evening. We will see you tomorrow for both the 14U semifinals and the second round of play here for the Mustang Pony 10U World Series. Good night, everybody.